Right now, someone is doing this to you, and you are calling it inner circle loyalty. If you think your best friends would never manipulate you, you are the most vulnerable person in the room. What you lose isn't just your time. It is your sense of reality. By the end of this, you LL recognize 6 tactics that fly under everyone. These patterns aren't taught in schools, and most people live their whole lives as victims to them. After this, you LL spot what 90 miss. The first technique is the disappearing act. This is a power play designed to reset the terms of your friendship. You LL notice a close friend suddenly go ghost. No replies to texts, no showing up to plans, only to reappear days or weeks later, acting like nothing happened. For example, you might share something vulnerable, and they vanish for 72 hours. When they return, they offer no apology and jump straight into talking about themselves. This works because it triggers abandonment anxiety. You become so relieved, they reback that you don't hold them accountable for leaving. They are training you to be grateful for their mere presence. Watch for red flag phrases like, I just needed my space. Don't be clingy, or I have a life outside of you. Your defense, do not chase them. When they return, don't reward the behavior with immediate attention. State clearly, I don't operate in friendships where communication just stops without a word. If they do it again, stop reaching out entirely. You are not a waiting room. Next are the flying monkeys, named after the Wizard of Oz. This is when a manipulator recruits your mutual friends to do their dirty work. Instead of confronting you directly, they whisper in the ears of others until your entire social circle starts pressuring you. Imagine a friend group where suddenly everyone is concerned about a boundary you set with the leader. They aren't worried about you. They being used as proxies to break your will. This works because it creates a herd effect, making you feel like you are the one losing touch with reality. Listen for phrases like, everyone thinks you are wrong, they all agree with me, or even your mother said you are acting out. The psychology here is social isolation through consensus. Your defense. Identify the source. When a monkey approaches you, say, if name has an issue with me, they can tell me directly. Why are you the one delivering this message? This forces the proxy to realize they being used as a tool. Third is guilt tripping. Guilt tripping is the weaponization of your own empathy. A friend uses this when they want to override your boundaries without looking like the bad guy. They frame every your choice to prioritize yourself as a personal attack on them. For instance, if you can help them move because you are working, they LL sigh and recount every time they ever helped you. It works because it forces you to choose between your needs and the discomfort of feeling like a bad friend. You end up overextending just to stop the feeling of guilt. Watch for phrases like, after everything I've done for you, I guess I just handle this alone since you are too busy. Or you don't care about me. Your defense, lean into the guilt. When they say, I'll just suffer alone, respond with, I am sorry you feel that way, but I am still not available. Once they realize the guilt tax no longer buys your compliance, they will stop trying to collect it. Fourth is systemic isolation. This is a slow burn tactic where a friend systematically cuts you off from your other support systems. They don't do it by forbidding you. They do it by poisoning the well. They highlight minor flaws in your other friends or stir up drama between you and your family until you feel like they are the only safe person left. For example, they might say, did you see the way your sister looked at you? She is so jealous. Over time, your world shrinks until you are fully dependent on the manipulator for your social and emotional needs. Red flag phrases include, your other friends are just using you. Nobody understands you like I do. Or why do you even spend time with them? This works because it removes the sanity check that outside perspectives provide. Your defense, diversify your social investments. If a friend constantly trashes everyone else in your life, that is not loyalty, that is a siege. Do not let them be the sole gatekeeper of your reality. Fifth is baiting and provocation. Baiting is the most toxic game in the book. A friend deliberately pushes your most sensitive buttons to get a visible, angry reaction. Once you finally snap and raise your voice, they suddenly become the calm, rational one, often pointing out your anger issues to others. They provoke the fire, then act like the firefighter. This works because it shifts the focus from their original transgression to your emotional reaction. It makes you look like the unstable one. Listen 4. Why are you so angry? I was just joking. You are so sensitive, or you are overreacting. Your defense, the gray rock method, when you feel the bait being dangled. Give nothing, no anger, no defense, just a flat, boring response, like okay or I see. If you don't give them the explosion they re-looking for, they lose their power to frame you as the villain. Finally, pretend confusion. This is a sophisticated form of stonewalling. When you confront a friend about a clear boundary violation, they act like they have no idea what you are talking about. They play dumb to force you into a state of over-explaining. You spend 2 hours explaining why lying is bad, and they just stare blankly. This works because it drains your energy and makes you feel like you are being difficult for expecting basic respect. They aren't confused. They are avoiding accountability. Watch for, I don't understand why you are upset. What do you even mean by that? Or I don't remember it happening that way. Your defense, stop explaining. If you stated the problem once and they don't. Get it. They are choosing not to say. I explained it clearly. I'll leave you to think about it and walk away. You are not their kindergarten teacher. Now you know what they don't want you to know. These people rely on your kindness, your confusion, and your desire to be a good friend to keep you under their thumb. But the moment you name the tactic, the spell is broken. You aren't being mean or difficult by seeing these patterns. You are being awake. You are no longer prey in your own social circle. You are the one who sees through the masks, the one who knows the game, and the one who refuses to play it. Your circle might get smaller after today, but it will finally be real. You've reclaimed your power. Use it.